actually avoid inflation.
Hi guys, I'm Stevens. If you are here to level up your investment game and sharpen your financial mindset, you've come to the right place. We don't just watch kickers, we find the why behind the moves. The more you learn, the more you will earn. Let's get into the truths they don't want you to hear. Well, at first, let's look at the asset performances recently.
Stocks, all-time high. Gold and silver, all-time high. Copper, platinum, all-time high. Money market funds, overflowing at record levels. US debt and deficit spending at terrifying new peaks. Household debt never been so high. Home prices is simply unbelievable.
When every single asset hits record height at the exact same time, it's a massive dangerous signal rather than a bull market, since you can regard this as the result of fiat currency screaming as they lose value.
If you are still playing it safe by leaving your cash in a bank's cold vault, your wealth isn't just sitting there, it's evaporating soon. Your bank manager might tell you that putting money in a savings account is stable, but why they are telling you that the institution is using your deposits to buy gold, silver, and stock? They keep the massive profits, push you a tiny 1% interest crumb, and charge you for a management fee for the privilege. If they lose money, that's market volatility. If they win, that's their genius.
This is the absolute power that the financial market grants to these people. Why is everything moving up at once? The simple answer is inflation, but the official numbers are a joke.
If you look at the top 10 highest inflation rates globally, places like Argentina or Turkey, you see triple-digit chaos. But here is the US. The official data claims we are sitting at a cozy 2.7%. Does that feel right to you? For the past few years, assets were relatively steady while the official inflation rate was approximately the same. So why they are suddenly soaring now? The answer is simple. The debasement of the dollar has reached a breaking point. When the government brings money to service record high debt and deficits, they aren't creating wealth, they're diluting yours.
The reason gold and stocks are at record highs isn't necessarily because they've become better. It's because the currency used to measure them has become weaker. I remember back in 2021, I could walk into a Starbucks with a $100 bill and basically feel like a king. I could buy 20 lattes for the office and still have change for cruising.
But today, that same $100 barely covers 15 to 16 lattes. You are looking at $120 plus for the same caffeine hit. Or let's talk about breakfast. I used to grab a dozen eggs for maybe $3. Last week, I saw them for $9 in some organic market. There is a 300% increase. Yet the official tells us inflation is 2.7%. The figure isn't mathing.
When your daily life becomes 50% or 100% more expensive, but your safe bank account only grows by 2%, you are effectively getting poor every single day. You stay safe.
The official CPI Consumer Price Index is a curated list of goods that they use to tell a specific story. They swarm out stacks for hamburger meat in their basket when steak gets too expensive, just to keep the number low.
If you look at the real inflation rate, measuring the expansion of the money supply and the actual cost of maintaining a middle class lifestyle over the past 5 years,
we aren't looking at 2.7%. We are looking at close to 12 to 15% annually. Think about it. If you haven't seen a 15% raise every year for the last 5 years, you have actually taken a paid cut. This is the secret the elites don't want you to dive into.
They need you to believe the 2.7% lie so you don't panic and pull your money out of their system.
Bank managers and fund agents are salespeople. Their primary goal is assets under management.
They want your money in their ecosystem because that's how they get paid.
They sit in ultra-luxurious glass towers, sipping fine wine and smoking cigars, while their research teams pump out 100-page reports filled with jargon designed to confuse you. I've talked to so many people, hardworking housewives, retirees, who say, I don't have the skills to trade, so I trust the professionals. The so-called professional maybe. When gold was at $4,000, they kept repeating in your ear, don't buy, it's too risky to enter now. It will down soon. When silver was approximately at $60, they persuade you to believe that choosing safe money in bank or buying funds was more wiser. In addition, the so-called professionals could also be some reports which are illogical, full of loopholes, and even they themselves are unwilling to believe it.
If their strategy fails, they shrug and point to market instability. They still get their bonus. They still have their cigars. You are the only one who loses.
From my perspective, they are completely a scam protected by law. If you invested $100,000 in the S&P 500 5 years ago, you'll be looking at a massive gain, nearly doubling your money in some periods. If you bought gold, huge returns. But if you left that $100,000 in a safe bank savings account,
after fees and real inflation, that $100,000 today has the purchasing power of maybe $65,000. It means your assets have depreciated by 35%.
They legally protected themselves while they legally rob you of your time and effort. A close friend of mine recently sold me his portfolio. He's been with a premier fund manager for 5 years. His total return? 6% total. Not per year. It's total. In a world where the S&P 500 is smashing records and Bitcoin is becoming a treasury asset, his manager couldn't even beat a basic index fund. Why? Because the manager was taking management fees, performance fees, and administrative costs regardless of the result. If your fund manager isn't significantly outperforming a simple buy and hold strategy of the S&P 500 or gold, they are lying to you. They aren't managing your wealth. They are harvesting it. Here is the good news for 2026. The curtain is being pulled back. AI is exposing these lies in real time.
A couple days ago, there was a news about a primary school student who used AI tools to learn about the debt to GDP ratio and asset correlation.
This student set up a paper's trading account based on AI-driven sentiment analysis and outperformed his dad's professional broker within 3 months. AI doesn't care about relationships or bank loyalty. It analyzes data and recognizes the currency's depreciation and the record debt. AI is telling people to move out of cash and into assets. That's why we can say the era of the expert is over. The age of the informed AI-powered individual is here. Recap. Here is a simplified summary. The pump is real. Record highs in gold, stocks, and debt show that fiat currency is losing value quickly. The 2.7% line, official inflation rates are misleading. Real-life expenses and the purchasing power of $100 show the truth. Banks unsafe. Banks use customer money to buy assets that they claim are risky for their customers. The performance gap. If investments don't outperform the S&P 500, fees and back otherwise are draining money. Use AI tools. Utilize AI to learn and don't be intimidated by complex terms.
Well, I will continue to follow these trends to help you shift your mindset and improve your finance and investment skills. I hope this is helpful to you. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more contents. Thank you for watching. Your wealth is your freedom. Don't let others devaluate it. See you in the next one.